We hebben een nieuwe verdachte gekregen van deze advocaat. Meneer DeVay. En we hebben ook een adres gekregen.
Dat is klopt.
Ah, hij is een artiest.
Did Usher give us the wrong address? This should be 775, but there's no building.
Misschien is hij die man.
Die dakloze.
These aren't in such bad shape, really. As far as the chum goes, this is one of the nicer areas.
Makeshift tent.
Doesn't look like much, but I bet it keeps the rain off. Assuming there's no wind. Hey, that's just like the one we had when I was a boy. Good old Rusty. He served us well. I used to draw funny pictures of rich people on walls
Graffiti.
too when I was a kid. Never did a lick of good, but it would always make me feel better.
Paintings.
Those aren't half bad. Too bad they aren't finished. I wonder if they're going to be used to keep the fire going. By chum standards, that's practically a four-poster. By chum's...
Meer kunnen we niet aanklikken. Dan gaan we maar praten met deze man.
Ja?
Homeless man.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Is this 775 Pumblechook Place?
Yeah, it would be if the building were still here.
Oh, I see. Might I ask you a few
Zeker
questions?
afgebrand.
You can ask.
Ah,
What's your name, sir?
Me? I'm Herman. Herman Shaw.
How long have you been living here?
Herman Shaw.
Oh, I've been here for ages. Since before the building got condemned and was torn down. They pretty much forced us out, you see, but a couple of us came back and set up here. Seemed like a good idea. I had nowhere else to go. That's not so bad, except for when it rains. And I guess we'll have to bundle up a bit more when it gets cold. But other than that, it's like the place was still standing.
There's some of that classic chum ingenuity. Or maybe it's just delusion.
Oké.
What happened to this place? Why was it condemned?
The building was old, in a pretty sad state, so the inspectors came by and said it was unfit for living. There was a whole lot of us here. Most were able to pick up and go, but a few of us stayed.
Why don't you go to a workhouse?
You wouldn't be asking if you'd ever been inside one. It's wall-to-wall people, children crying, sick folk coughing all over you.
But there's plenty of that out here, too.
Well, sure, but out here, there's freedom. Nobody telling you what to do except the odd copper. Not even many of them in this neighborhood. Besides, this is my home. Just because it's missing a few walls don't mean I ought to abandon it.
You look somewhat familiar. Didn't I see you protesting outside the Harris construction yard?
Ja,
Yeah, I was there. What of it?
Were you affected by the Ligeia disaster?
Well, nobody I know was killed, if that's what you mean.
So, why were you protesting the construction of the Lenore?
That Devons fella promised he'd buy us a meal if
Ah.
we stood in the crowd.
Aha!
And for a free meal, I'd do just about anything.
oké.
Do you know Roger DeVay?
Know him? Of course I know him. He lives here
Ah,
with me.
hij is ook een dakloze.
Does?
Well, whenever
Zo
he
vreemd
decides
dat
to
hij
come
een
home anyway.
erfgenaam
Rest of
is.
the time,
Yeah.
I suspect he finds a way to sleep at his job. Me, I'd do the same, except I can't stand the smell of the horses.
Do you know where Mr. DeVay works?
Nah, he never told me.
Do you know a woman named Desiree Lathan?
Nah, I don't know many women. They're not too fond of my company. Well, I don't understand why. I always try to be a perfect gentleman. Guess it just don't got the charm. I've asked Roger to give me a few pointers. He's a big hit with ladies, you know.
Is that right?
A big hit with the ladies.
He no sooner looks at them than they're falling at his feet. Real natural, that one. Never brings it back here, though. Always winds up staying with him. Getting a free meal and a soft bed out of it.
Ja, goede deal.
Ah, well, the bohemian lifestyle ain't for everyone. Maybe someday my luck will change.
I'm sure it will change the day he decides to take a bath.
I thank you for your time.
Kan
Maybe
helpen.
give us a
Dus die
shilling
Roger
or
is
two
bekend
for
met
trouble?
de ladies.
Ja?
Misschien moeten we dat dan eens aan onze vrouw gaan vragen.
Dat is een
Die
heel
is
goed idee.
Namelijk kapster van de ladies.
Ik wilde zeggen, zij is vrouwoloog.
Vrouwoloog, kapster van de ladies.
Ja, er zijn meestal wel vrouwenloog, toch?
Ja, dus dan gaan we dat mooi weer doen in de volgende video.
Oké.
Dus graag tot dan.
Joe, joe.
Joe joe.